All right, let's jump right in. We are talking about one of the most exciting ideas in finance, the idea of building wealth while you sleep. And today we're going to break down the top 7 ways you can actually make that happen in 2025. Now really, just stop and think about that for a second. You wake up, you grab your phone, and you see that you literally made money overnight. It sounds like a dream, doesn't it? Well, I'm here to tell you that with the right game plan, it's not a fantasy at all. It is the very heart of passive income.
And that's exactly what we're all about here at Ditta Finance, giving you simple, powerful strategies to build real, long-term wealth. So if you're serious about your financial freedom, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. You won't want to miss what's coming up.
So here's what we've got on deck. First, we'll nail down the core idea, the big difference between active and passive income. Then we'll get into the good stuff, the 7 paths to building wealth. And we'll wrap up with the most important part, figuring out your first step.
Okay, let's start at the beginning, because this is so much more than just a financial strategy. It's really a total shift in your mindset. It's about getting away from just working for money and starting to build systems where your money finally starts working for you. Let's make this super clear. Active income, that's what most of us have. You trade your hours for dollars. If you stop working, the money stops coming in. Simple as that. Passive income completely flips that around. It's about creating assets that generate cash whether you're at a desk or on a beach. The goal isn't just a single paycheck. It's to have multiple streams of income flowing in. That's how you build real financial security.
And let's get one thing straight right now. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Not even close. It's a deliberate, long-game strategy. It's about putting in the work up front to build something that pays you back over and over again. The reward? True financial freedom.
All right, now for the main event. Let's get into the actual blueprint. These are 7 powerful, proven paths you can start walking down to build passive income this year. First up, we have what is probably the easiest and most accessible starting point for absolutely anyone. This one proves you don't have to get complicated or take on a ton of risk to get started.
Look, just by moving your savings into a high-yield account, you are earning way more interest than a typical bank will ever give you. It's the perfect first step because there's basically zero risk your money is going anywhere. Your capital is safe, the returns are steady, and boom, just like that, you've officially got your first stream of passive income.
Okay, next up is a classic wealth-building machine, dividend-paying stocks. This is where you make the shift from just being a customer of big companies to being an actual part owner. So, when you own shares in these solid, established companies, they literally send you a piece of their profits, usually every quarter. But here's the magic trick. You take those dividends and automatically reinvest them to buy more shares. This kicks off a snowball effect. Your shares pay you, that money buys more shares, and those new shares pay you even more. It is a beautiful compounding cycle.
Path number 3, real estate. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Tenants, toilets, late-night phone calls. But wait, there is a completely passive way to do this.
Sure, owning a rental property is awesome for monthly cash flow, but you can get all the benefits without ever being a landlord by investing in REITs. That's R-E-I-T, or real estate investment trusts. You're basically investing in a huge portfolio of properties, like office buildings or apartment complexes, and you collect your share of the rent as dividends. It is 100% hands-off real estate investing.
All right, let's pivot to the digital world for path number 4. This is where your knowledge, your expertise, becomes the asset itself. We're talking about digital products. The big idea here is simple. Create it once, sell it forever. Think about it. You write an ebook about something you're an expert in. You film an online course. You design some cool templates. You do the heavy lifting up front one time. But that digital file can then be sold over and over and over again, bringing in money 24/7 for years.
Sticking with that digital theme, our 5th idea is all about building an audience through content creation, which then becomes a massive long-term asset.
You know the players. YouTube channels, blogs, podcasts. Now let's be real. This one takes serious time and consistency. It is definitely not an overnight thing. But once you build that audience, your library of content basically becomes a digital employee that works for you around the clock, earning from ads, sponsorships, you name it. It's a true income-generating machine.
Path number 6, affiliate marketing, is a perfect add-on to content creation, but honestly, it can also be its own thing entirely.
The idea is super straightforward. You recommend products or services that you actually use and love. When someone buys through your unique link, you get a small commission. The absolute key to making this work? Trust.
If people trust your recommendations, a single link in a video description from 3 years ago can still be earning you money today.
And finally, our seventh and most advanced idea, building an automated online business. This is about creating a system that does the work so that you don't have to.
Think about things like a drop shipping store where you sell stuff you never even touch, or a print-on-demand shop where a t-shirt only gets made after someone orders it. The entire goal is to use technology and services to handle all the operations. Once it's set up, the system can make sales every single day with very little involvement from you. This is where you really focus on automation and scale.
Whew, okay. We just went through 7 pretty powerful ideas. But you know what? All that knowledge doesn't mean a thing if you don't take action. So let's talk about your first step.
Just take a quick look at this. Where do you see yourself right now? Are you just starting out and want something super safe? High-yield savings is a no-brainer. Are you in it for the long haul? Maybe dividend stocks are your thing. The goal isn't to do all of these at once. Just pick one. The one that gets you excited, the one that fits your life right now, and just start.
Look, building passive income is a marathon, not a sprint. But today can be the day it all changes for you. Start small, be consistent, and just let time do its thing. Your journey to financial freedom really does start with one single decision. So the only question left is, which path are you going to choose? If this was helpful, do me a favor and subscribe to Ditta Finance for more strategies just like this, give it a thumbs up, and maybe share it with a friend. Thanks for watching.